Hey guys, and welcome to a guide by me, Lucane, aka Dan, the Submaster from the Guild Fried Potatoes. Today I'm covering a topic that I've been asked to cover for a while. It is the topic of how to digiclone your Digimon. A lot of newer players have been asking me in the guild chat and have been wondering how to digiclone Digimon. And it is a topic that not many people have covered, and it's also a topic that's not mentioned much around in the game or any useful information about on the web. So if you're curious as to what digicloning is essentially a way of making your Digimon stats increase past their normal amounts by a certain amount. So as you can see in the statistics screen, you'll see that below all of the little symbols, there is a slight little circle with an 11 beside it. That is the Digiclone level that I have right now. It's almost maxed out, but the more you Digiclone, basically, your Digimon will become stronger in certain stats. So how it works is you cannot Digiclone more than 2 stats up to level 12, so you've got to pick very wisely. Most people Digiclone Strength and Critical, because those are the 2 main important stats in the game. You can, however, choose block and evasion if you wish to block and live longer in fights, but people mostly care about alpha damage over everything else, especially on raid bosses. So what I'm going to teach you is how to obtain digiclones, how to get digicores, and how to clone Digimon, and what to do. So first off, I'm going to show you where to obtain the cloning materials themselves. See, if you look at my bag, I have 21 digicores. Now, how to get digicores is quite simple. You can get them from events, you can get them from other players, you can buy them. You can also obtain them from this method, simply if you have any spare mercenary eggs, as I have these spare Starmon eggs. You can simply just set your eggs into the scanning machine and scan them, and as you scan them, you may retrieve some data, or you may obtain a digiclone, a digicore. There we go. So when that's all done and you've got your digicores, what you're going to want to do is go to this machine right over here, the Digicore Merchant, and he will have materials, digiclone materials. Now you can get from D to B, which is all the levels from 1 to 3, from 4 to 6, from 7 to 9. And what you're going to want to do is buy a few of each, because you can possibly fail. So it's always good to get a few of each ones. And what you're going to want to do is go all the way over here once you've gotten your materials. Actually, I should go get my other materials from my warehouse itself. There we go. I think I've still got some left. Here we go. And you're going to want to go to Richard Sampson, the DATS leader. He has the option to go inside the DATS center, which essentially means to go inside and edit one of your Digimon. Now, since my Betamon is already almost maxed and I need Ace to finish him/her, I'm going to switch to my Dorumon, my Raptor Drawmon, and I'm going to show you how it works. So what you do is you go inside here, you click this little start button, and it leads you to this screen. And what this screen does is you'll select a stat, and like this, and it'll tell you that what your ability will go up by. It can go up from anywhere in between 0.89% to 133, just like my attack will go up from anything between 69 to 74. But we're going to do attack, and what you do if you have the right materials for the first level, you hit Digiclone, and then you hit Enchant. And then this little minigame pops up, and when this minigame pops up, you can select any of these cards you want, or you can leave it and it'll choose randomly. So we're going to pick one, and if it hits one of the success cards, it'll reinforce your stat by a certain amount. So the more you keep doing it, the more increases you'll get. And it'll go up higher and higher until you get to rank 12 in each one. But the problem with digicloning is there's a very high percentage that you will fail the more you go up ranks. So to prevent this measure, we have these backup discs. These prevent any kind of failures that happen. And what will happen is, let's see, if you fail, you won't get a penalty due to the backup disc. So that means that your stats won't decrease and your level won't go down. which is really handy, especially if you want to get up a really high level. So what happens when you fail, essentially? Sometimes you'll lose a stat increase, and sometimes it will decrease in level. Other times, the penalty will not even do a single thing, as you can see. The higher you get, the less likely it is to succeed, the more likely you are to fail. So as you go and increase your stats, you have a very high chance of failing and losing your levels. So it can be a very tedious and very frustrating process to go through to get your stats up high enough. But that's roughly it, guys. This is my guide on digicloning. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to please leave a like and subscribe for more guides that we may cover in the future. If you enjoyed me specifically, don't forget to leave that in the comments too. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and any more comments that you have or any questions, feel free to PM me in-game, ask in the guild chat. This has been Fried Potatoes, Submaster Man, and I shall be leaving. Take care, guys.